Hey everyone, it's Matt Fritzsche again with your, I think we settled on 1% more video series. Don't ask me why I chose that one. I think I wanted to do 5, but there's a guy who already wrote a book called 5% More. So we'll keep it in line with 1% more, especially because we're talking about one main topic. And today's topic comes from a book. Her name is Christy something. I'm terrible with the authors, but I can get the books. I guess, I should get better at that. But it's called Business Boutique. Now, in this book, one of the very first chapters talks about fear, and I couldn't help but stop at fear. Even for myself, I feel like I deal with so much fear, and I think we all do. But it goes deeper than just your classic, I'm afraid of sharks, which I am. Or I'm afraid of heights, which I am. Not afraid of spiders, not afraid of snakes, but those other two will get me. But I do think it's more than that, and I think that we all kind of have those. Now, I'm gonna push a couple buttons here on a few individuals, but I notice that there's a lot of people out there who say, I don't know, that they don't want the houses, they don't want the cars, they don't want any of that stuff. It's not up to me to define what their success is and what success means to them, because it's not. But a part of me wonders if a lot of people say that stuff in justification for what they don't have. And I think that a lot of people don't have what they want because fear is holding them back. They're stopped, even like myself, and I'll just be totally honest with you guys. I feel like even for myself, success is scary. I fear success. And it goes deeper than that. I mean, parts of me are still, every time I'm involved with a sale, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of asking people for money for what I love doing. And I feel like that's very backwards, because I feel like I'm great at what I'm doing, but I'm terrified of asking people for money to do what I do. And that's help people build their businesses or get in the right mindset, overcome challenges, and build the lifestyle that they want to live. But I'm so scared of asking people for the money, which is just so ridiculous. So my question for you guys is, what are your deeper fears? What's holding you back from getting what you really want? Like me, I think it really is as simple as asking people for money for something that I add value to in their lives. What is holding you back from getting what you want? Now, the bigger question I think we all ask, because I feel like every book you read talks about fear and overcoming fear. But it's not so simple to say, well, you only live once, right? You're gonna die anyway. You might as well jump out of the plane with the parachute on, okay? I think it's a lot more complicated than that. I do, however, believe that most of it is a mindset. For example, I am terrified of heights. And up until about, 3, 4, 5 months ago, I was terrified of flying in airplanes. But now I love flying in airplanes. And I do think it's a mindset. It's just a paradigm shift that you switch in your mind. For me, I started thinking, okay, well, what if the plane went down? There's literally nothing I can do about it. And I know that there's going to be hundreds of other people on the airplane who are terrified, petrified. Do I want to know that I died? My last breath was being terrified with 100 other people, 200 other people. Or would I rather know that on that fall, right, the crash of the airplane, would I rather know that I did everything I could to be as positive as I possibly could and, well, enlighten other people and I guess do what I can to comfort them? Because we're going to die anyway, right? And I think it was just that little paradigm shift of, if it happened, would I know that I'm going down like a sucker and a fool like everyone else, or would I go down knowing that I was doing everything I could to make the very best of that moment? Now, that applies to stuff like, I don't know, sharks and spiders and snakes and whatever. You know, I guess you can't really inspire other people when there's a spider in your bedroom. But you see what I'm saying on the mentality shift, I hope. Now, other things you can do, and what Business Boutique talks a lot about is, one, know that you add value. In a business sense, know that you add value. Be okay that you're beginning. Know that really the time is now. Would you rather go a year knowing you have a business idea, a plan, a method, or whatever that you want to put into practice? Would you rather go a year knowing that whole time you spent trying to develop this and perfect it? Or would you rather know that in that year's time you learned a lot more, a lot faster through experience, and at the end of the day you have 10, 20, 100 new clients just because you went at it and you did it? I think, again, that's another mentality shift that you need to make, another paradigm shift that we all have to make, is that time is now, and you can't refute that. You can't argue the fact that tomorrow is better than a year from now. Right now is better than tomorrow. Again, I feel like I kind of talked about this in one of my previous videos, but complacency is an addiction and it's dangerous. Complacency happens when you keep putting off what you can do today until tomorrow. You get lazy, you get all sorts of other negative stuff, and man, it's addicting when you can go sit at home and watch TV instead of going and making a sales call. The point with this, you guys, is you need to know that, one, you have the ability, two, you have our permission, for goodness sakes, you have our permission to go succeed, and three, there's no better time than right now to go get it done. So I think the one challenge that I would add to all of this is to go find one thing that you're scared of. One thing you know that's holding you back that you are scared of. Take 10 minutes and just do it. Here's my commitment, and what I intend to do is I'm going to do that on social media. I'm going to tell you guys one of my fears on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Matt_Achiever, and I'm going to go get it done. I'm going to tell you guys something that I'm terrified of, and I'm going to, I don't know, put it on my story or maybe a post or something, and I'm going to go get it done in front of everyone else so that you know that everybody faces fear, and fear is okay. The second that you overcome that fear, you're one step better, you're one step closer to everything that you want. So why not start that process right now? Guys, I'm at my office. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me for 1% more. Again, the book today is Business Boutique. You know what? I think that she deserves this. So, all in all, I'm going to look it up. Business Boutique by Christy Wright. That's it, Christy Wright. CHRISTY WRIGHT. Christy Wright. Guys, know what you need to overcome and get out and just do it. You're going to be so much better off. And after that, it becomes a skill and less of a fear. That's my challenge for you, is go do one thing that you're terrified of and get one step closer to everything you want to be. Thanks, you guys.